Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff come out in the last 24 hours. Do you notice how it's like right before the mint? What? Say that again for me. Yeah, agreed. It was funny how it came out towards the end. Yeah, I definitely want to touch on it but let's do it during the main show, Eggy. So I want you to bring in this information. I want us to be objective about this tonight. I, yeah, I don't know how to move the blue thing, the blue B on my screen, my watermark. I don't know how to move that fucking thing. So I'm gonna have this blue thing on me the whole night. Oh, it comes up on my screen. It shows like in my. It shows on my screen that it's in my face, like when I'm watching it. Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Okay, it's just the way it shows on my actual studio for YouTube, and it's weird seeing I've now got two screens of my face, and then I've got to turn that off. I've got to have my DeFi land on the side. Just give me 1 minute. I just got to finish one quick conversation here. There's a lot happening tonight. We are 5 minutes behind, ladies and gentlemen. Get a drink, get a smoke, have a lung dart, kiss the missus, whatever you need. We're going to be busy for an hour and a half. Hardcore stuff tonight. What have I got? I've got something in my. I'm just thinking. I've got an NFT sitting away, ready to go. So we have some great interactions from our A's and B's. We may have a prize in the Solana Gaming wallet. So solanagaming.sol. Go and have a bit of a peep, bo peep. But all right, let's let me just have a bit of a mouthful. Ah, what a absolute ball buster of a week it's been. Solana Gaming Saturdays. We're back here tonight. Yes, six and there are prizes, and we're going to do an NFT if we've got the interactions here in crowd. Let's hit. Let's get above 50 people, and we'll give away an NFT. But if you wanna list that out, or shit, if we can announce that somewhere in one of the great Gibbon chats, maybe, or even if it's the Great Apes chat, the B members. If we get 50 plus, we'll give away an NFT tonight. Over 5 Solana floor. And yeah, we've still got our 2,000 grape every week. I'm going to apply for 2,500, but it's still 2,000. So that is verified members and C-class members priority. And you're going to get that via being busy in the chats, talking, asking questions, interacting, or Six, and we'll do a bit of a quiz towards the end of the show. So if we don't get the interactions, we still want to try and give it out. We still want to reward people for being here the whole night and doing those things. But it is going to be a busy night. It's a little bit different for us tonight because I'm actually streaming live at YouTube at the same time. and middle of the night when we have Metagates jump online, we're actually going to break down into the community AMA channel. So what will happen is I'll bring up Tash88, that's my partner's Discord. I'll bring that in to hold the stage open, and 25 of us will jump down into the community AMA channel where we can actually live stream and do video at the same time. Hence the reason I'm doing YouTube. So if you miss out on that, you can still catch it live on YouTube with a slight 20-second delay. Eventually, we can get this set up so we can do it with our A class, B class priority members, because we're going to try and make this that our A's and our B's are getting their NFTs, and we've got lots of stuff. I did say last week I feel bad that I've let behind, the people that are turning up every single week. And I can get NFTs every week, but it takes a lot of work, of course. And, like we've been doing so many different things. It never stops in crypto. It's super busy all the time. That's a bit of a quick one. I've had a lot of coffee. The missus got me my my Strength 10 Makona this week. Metaverse is in and out. I'll give him a few seconds. Sixon, how's your week been? Yes. He's a salesman, isn't he? Welcome, Metaverse. How's your week been? So how does that? How do you mean that you get more time, man? Explain that a little bit. So because you're not doing shift work in the hospitals, you're at a set roster. Sorry, I've got people. Can't hear the other people talking. I can't hear the other people talking on YouTube, so I can't hear Metaverse or Sixon at the moment. That's not working. Hold on,
You
hold
might
on.
need to be listening
Try that
on
now,
your
Ted.
desktop as well.
Yeah, I'll just check the sound audio and I'll see whether that's fixed it. But that is super awesome. Hey, have a look at that. The missus has given me a bit of extra help. Can't hear him on YouTube, so that's awesome, man. And when do you find out about that?
Hopefully within this week, like this week coming. I'm keeping my hopes low, just in case. But
That's good. That's positive, man. That's awesome. Good luck. Hopefully it's a good week and we all find out next week.
thanks everyone. Apart from that, like otherwise, markets are doing well. Everyone's happy. Everyone's kind of getting reinvigorated. We just had Solana, plus 20% in the last 7 days or something crazy like that.
Yeah, Bitcoin's up to 41,600. That's taken everything with it. We're seeing lots of green,
Yeah.
lots of green.
Even though we've had the wormhole.
Sorry, content.
Even though we've had the wormhole hack, which is $300 million, and people are a bit upset, Solana's still going strong,
So what I can't understand though is Solana's pumping. Obviously, Bitcoin, everything follows. Why is DeFi land still coming down? 6.3 cents.
You think it'd be going up?
VC investors, perhaps? Liquidity farming rewards are too high. Leverage farming.
You can leverage farm it, but they haven't brought in staking that I've seen. That's due out soon, right? But like you've got one of the best NFT launches coming out happening, and I'm saying that like obviously I've been a follower of DeFi land since day one. We got 10 whitelists here. and I was one of the lucky ones. And yeah, I'm still shocked that's down at 6.3 cents.
It happens, man. Do you know what the VC and pre-seed round prices of DFL were? Maybe we have a vesting period, an unvesting that's actually started.
I think they locked them in. I heard Erwin talking about it a little while ago. But what was funny, wasn't it the first DeFi land coin sold for $10, or was it $100?
Oh yeah, there was actually. There was one, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. It was on the Serum market and someone was able to get in before something, and that was a VC investor.
How cool is that?
But that was just one. That was just one token though. That was like it wasn't a huge order.
I had Erwin Thursday night at a Step End Twitter space, and yeah, it was rough. It was early for him, but yeah, it's even he said, we used to chat all the time, and it's just the space gets so busy. I'm so looking forward to their launch. That NFT, for anybody that's not familiar with the DeFi Land NFT launch, go and have a look at the Medium. I may have it handy. But go and have a look at, I have got it handy. Go and have a look at the Medium for it. I'll link it.
It's quite a unique kind of new take on NFT minting, isn't it? On land sale.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I did say it during the Thursday Twitter space with him, and it's extremely unique because you can actually buy 4 seeds per wallet, but you can only plant 1 seed per game. So as soon as I read that Medium, I went and put another DeFi land on my left computer, and I actually thought, holy fuck, why am I not playing 2 DeFi lands? You don't simply just play one account. But it's a 2 Solana it's a 2 Solana NFT purchase for the seed, and then you choose between 50 to 150 DeFi land tokens, so DFL, to water it, and you pick and choose. But at the end of it, it breaks down to 4 Gen Zeros if you water it for the maximum amount. So for 6 Solana, you get 4 NFTs that are going to be the rarest. They've only got 3,000 daily users. So you'd have to imagine how many percentage of those do you reckon would actually do the full amount during that 30-day period? Because you've got to be onto it. You've got to water it at the same time every 24 hours. But then there's a little bit of a window. They've got a 48 hours over the month. So if you're 10 hours late one day, then you've got 38 hours left in the month.
It's going to be super difficult for a lot of people. These people like myself who can't actually be at the computer at certain periods of times of day, or like even for 2 days at a time. So we will see some attrition coming down the line, and I think it'll weed out a lot. But at the same time, people have bots. They can easily do this with a bot.
Oh, talking of bots. Yes, and Riptide, yeah, that's what surprises me about why the DeFi land coin's still going down, Solana and Bitcoin going up. I stocked up on my DeFi land when I read that because I checked my accounts to make sure I had enough to do it. I got a ticket in the Selenium. I've actually pulled my Selenium tokens. I'm sick and tired of looking at it. That is just shitting me. Did you end up getting rank 4 on that Metaverse?
I do, yes. And I am considering pulling out because the quality of the offerings on Selenium has just been going down and down and down and down. I prefer either the Radium method or even just the Mango style IDO. Most of them don't perform well, but at least you know what you're getting into.
And this is the thing. Didn't I warn you? Don't buy it.
Don't buy Selenium.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did warn me. I FOMO'd.
No,
at
the time though, they had a shitload of launches. They had a lot of higher premier, especially gaming launches. Like if you had the coins back then, and my purchase into, I think I'm at 30 cents or 40 cents average for my slims. But that's missed. So you must have paid in high. And I mean, obviously everything's come down recently, but it's one of the biggest things I didn't like about it was you'd stake it. And you couldn't actually take the staking bonus. So you couldn't actually take any profit from the coin. It was all locked up.
That's right.
And
that's right.
Yeah, it's too difficult to watch. I had 2 wins out of the entirety of mine from the very first. So DeFi land, that was the win for me. I got at least 1 winning ticket.
Yeah, and that's probably
You
The
cut out there.
The rating
Fine.
launch was good.
My problem with Selenium is that they haven't actually been improving at all. They've got, sure, slightly more offerings, but the offerings have decreased in quality, and the actual platform has not gone anywhere. They haven't been able to make anything new on Selenium. Like the trade section is still not there. There's no integration with other protocols. That's it. What else is there?
And I think the actual how they changed the skin of the platform, the launch protocol, is quite harder to see at the moment.
Yep. Like they moved it to the project side.
Yeah.
And you can see
It
all of them on
became.
the left.
It was more of a pain to actually click on it and then look at what to do to be able to who you were missing, who you'd staked, or I just thought, fuck it, why bother? All right, let's get into some of the meat and tackle. Let's. Are we going to shit on on Star Atlas, or are we going to go easy on them this week? Metaverse.
You know what? That's hard. Let's be neutral. I know Killing Machine is in the audience. Killing Machine, I see you there. Not much has happened. Fuck StarAtlas.sol. He's got this domain name. So go donate to fuckstarAtlas.sol. Give him 1 USDC. So I think Star Atlas hasn't been bad in the last week. We got the Fimble air bike. It's a $15 mint. It's one of the lowest mints that we have. This was brought on by kind of request in the C region, Southeast Asian regions, and South Americas that the entry into some of these ships is too high. And so they brought this out to have a bit more audience coming, on mobile phones. All of these people in these countries are generally on mobile, so it's more easier entry. But this ship doesn't earn you a lot. It's one of the lower ends.
So this is my point to it on the video as well, is I like the low end $15 ship. Why bring it out now? You can't maintain that ship economically. It's one Solana transaction every time you've got to refuel it, probably every 15 hours. I haven't seen the numbers on it, but I'd imagine you've got to do it every 15 to 20 hours at the most, right? And what person needs that ship now? Like, I think, yes, the $15 ship is good, and they've always said, and Wags was crapping on about how they want to be low entry for everybody, which is good, a $15 ship. But why bring it out now? Why not bring it out a month before the actual game goes live? Right now, they're fundraising, and they're not fundraising for $15 entries.
Yeah, they are fundraising. They're doing it in a lesser extent because all of their ships are going to be now 80% Atlas, 20% USDC. Yeah. So it seems like they're slowing down on the USDC fundraising, and at least they're allowing people who earn to buy these ships up.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. 80%. I like that. That's giving the token utility. So you need that. That's going to make sure people are trading its fees. I'm interested to see how that works out for the contracts. That must be a lot of work for them. I mean, for Serum, that'll be bonuses for the Serum system, surely.
Yeah, probably. You guys seen the roadmap the last day, 2 days ago?
They took the dates off, hey?
Oh, yeah. They're not any dates anymore. I'll try and get the actual roadmap up and see what they said.
I was like, and obviously in my alpha video on, it is Riptide. In my alpha video, I was overly critical of it. So 51 ships this year. They're obviously fundraising. Teams need money to produce. They want to gear up. So what my critical, they're overcomplicating the ships. They're overcomplicating it for the people. There's no gameplay yet. So they're trying to overcomplicate it and raise money. I think 10 ships, 20 ships would have been enough extra. But 51 ships this year, and of course, no polar staking. So instead, give us more money and we're not going to give you staking and utility out of your coin.
Yep. It's a big problem, man. Yeah. Like, a lot of DAOs were not expecting 52 ships. We were thinking 20-something ships. Huge increase.
You're lagging a little on my side, Metaverse.
Sorry, super greedy, in my opinion. They should have started Polis, then maybe release some ships.
I was just saying that.
No, you're lagging, dude.
He was saying that the DAOs weren't expecting the 55 ship releases as well.
Oh, agreed. I think the 51 ships has overcomplicated the system. And I mean, I'd love to talk about Lux and talk about their white paper at some stage as well tonight. You can't overcomplicate things too much, especially when there's no fucking gameplay. You can't play the game. You can stake it, you can earn, but why make this super elaborate 150 ships when there's no playable game? Like, to me, there's a lot of negatives. I love that they've got a $15 ship, but now people have got to do all of these transactions every 15 to 18 hours to make sure they're not eating too many hamburgers to get them extra, Atlas. I love the Thimble actual. The artwork for the bike was awesome. The explanation for it, the medium was good for it. And you have a look. They still have that Thimble one that's going to be the equivalent of the Jet, and it was the old muscle car.
Yeah, that one does look cool.
Oh, they look sick. The artwork and stuff, and it's going to be a Jet comparison, like size and speed and all of that. And they'll use them. You'd think esports down the track, but it's I don't know. Obviously, we've been pretty negative on Star Atlas for a while, but like you're still trying to be neutral, Metaverse, and I love that. I do like the fact that you're still trying to hold neutral. This was a long-term aim for you, was to be a game streamer, as me as well.
Yeah, I feel like I say it. If they fuck up, I tell them they fuck up. But I think they're developing a game which is extremely difficult, and they are still pushing products out coming. And yes, maybe they shouldn't be releasing 52 ships, but at the same time, yes, they still need money.
They still want to gear up.
Yeah, man, they have to. Like, Solana is going to be huge for gaming, and so far, the number one game on Solana, if there is a game,
Yeah, I haven't done a number one. I haven't done a top 10 for a couple months. I don't know whether I want to put this as my number one game.
Any other games? Shade.
Give me 1 sec. I'm trying to log in at the moment and do my ships while we're talking Star Atlas.
Sounds good. So I just shared the roadmap in the live chat questions, and we will not be getting the governance staking of Polis in February. Absolutely no way. Because
you're downloading too much prawn, Metaverse.
Yeah, mate.
Shit.
Ship.
I got it on my phone. Give me a second.
All right, so that says there's no Polis in February. That's huge. Obviously, Tier 0 got delayed, and you can actually have a look. I watched Mr. Metaverse on Star Atlas videos. He's one of the ones that I can actually watch and enjoy because he bangs them out. They're less than 20 minutes, and it's good update content. Excuse me. And something you'll see, because the market went soft. Bitcoin was down, speculation was down, Atlas went down, the earnings went down. In fact, a lot of these big ships, like the Opal Jet and all of that, were now a lot cheaper. So the Opal Jet, I think, skyrocketed up to $26. And this week I picked some up at $15.
I'm back, Coffee. So yeah. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just uploading my my recent Solana video. But so I recently did share. I don't know if you guys heard. We won't be able to make the governance staking on February. Absolutely no way. They're only now looking for vendors for governance solutions.
So did they elaborate on what the problem was there, Metaverse? Why is they had failed contracts? They'd stuffed the whole lot.
No, they said security concerns. That's it. Nothing more.
Yeah, and I remember seeing that in your video, the security concerns, and you made a positive light of it. Obviously, we can't have contracts and games coming out where they're all stuffed up. But yeah, so that's a super interesting event. And then they've released, oh no, but we want to fundraise and do another 51 ships and overcomplicate the system. I think that's the overcritical. Why release the $15 ship? Release like a $2,000 ship. Release a $1,000 ship. Make it one that's not super hardcore to work out and do.
Yeah, I know what you're saying about the $15 ships, but at the same time, a lot of the people around the world who are just getting onto Phantom Mobile do not have 20,000 US dollars to spend on a ship to be able to participate in the Star Atlas metaverse.
So explain to me any gamer is going to want to download a Star Atlas ship with their first $15 when they can't play the game. The only way I see it working is it's not going to happen. I don't see that as a low individual, low spending income earner doing it. I see that as the DAOs, the guilds buying up hundreds of ships, thousands of ships, like happened before with the old mate that bought all of the ships when they were super cheap. And I was just telling people on one of your last videos, you mentioned ships are low again. I went and bought some more. I've now got 19 Opal Jets. I don't know. I don't see anyone entering gaming, blockchain gaming, Solana gaming, and going, oh, look at this. Let's go and get a Star Atlas $15 ship because it's super cheap, right? And I can play the game. They're going to have a look and go, but I can't do anything. And then I've got to do 5 transactions to be able to collect and get and do. It's very complicated and it doesn't actually get the game out. So I don't know. I just thought if they had have done like an $800 ship, $1,000 ship, they're going to rent, they're going to sell, they're going to be all those options. The missus is trying to sneak a drink here on the side and she's like trying to sneak in. So we're punching out time. What are we? We're half an hour into the show. What else happened in Star Atlas Metaverse? Might have lost him again. How you going, Eggy? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, not bad. Yeah, I can hear you fine. It's Metaverse's internet with all the porn he's downloading.
Too much prawn. Well, I reckon we've got our lads in stage. I saw Para there at one stage.
Steamboat's there. Angie's here. Para was there. I swear it's still there. Bring him up.
Let's bring him onto stage. How do we do this? Angie. I can't see where they are. Put your hands up, lads. What is that, Steamboat? What is that PFP? So just a reminder, we're going to be doing some live streaming tonight. So what we're actually going to do is I've got a computer behind me. You can see that on my YouTube. I'm going to be turning that on to make sure we hold the stage and don't close down the public stage. But it's going to be people going into community AMAs and we are going to screen share and play some live game. That might actually change. I probably should have set my screen settings different. But we're going to be playing some gameplay. So we've got them coming up to stage. Para, Steamboat and Engie. Lots of stuff happened in Star Atlas though. It was the last week, 2 weeks of Solana Gaming. I don't know. I found a bit of a groove. There's been some really great games coming out. There's been some really great games building. And it's super awesome to actually see John in the stage as well from Gamerplex. And he's now got 4 levels on Kinland. I saw that tweet out today. Super shout out. Thank you, John. I'm guessing he's here to see gameplay. And that actually excites me that the system is out there and we've got these people that want to see what gameplay, what are we playing. Hopefully... Shit, if we could get you a download for it. It might be a bit late, John, but we're going to be playing. I've already got the client downloaded. Can you still hear me, Eggy?
Yeah, mate, you're coming through crystal clear.
I'm just going to change the screen setting. Just bear with me.
And we're up to 9 likes, guys. There's 37 in the crowd. Let's get up to 20.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like, I've had such a great time over the last couple of weeks talking to developers, talking to all of the crowd. You know, we've got a heap of whitelists coming in through games. This week we've got Gamerplex back for the second time. Next week we've got Shade coming on stage. We're actually doing a video design contest that's being written up and the competition being drawn up. And the whitelists are really funny because what does a DAO get out of the whitelist coming to the stage, right? We don't actually get anything unless the DAO mints and does the flips. and I shit can bot borgs this week. I put in, I think it might have been my Monday video. Part of their DAO they're doing is they're going to be buying up 50 to 100 whitelists in games. They're going to get mints for these, and then they're just going to flip them. So they're not actually adding any value whatsoever to that game. Their intention is to get the mints, flip them, and make profit for their DAO, and then hand out the DAO profits. So, like thinking of that from a place from Grape, I don't want to do that. I've always talked about getting bums in seats and all of these kinds of things, right? Like, I want to make sure... Check your live chat. I don't get that. Oh, yeah, I see. The missus messaging me on the side. Sorry, apologies. So, I've always been harping on about live getting bums in seats, right? It's going to be hard over there, mama. And, I think, so if we get all these whitelists at Grape, what are they actually bringing to Grape? Value. I think we've probably got one of the most intelligent communities out there. Oh, I like that challenge. We're going to have to do that. John. So Gamerplex is saying I meant for tonight with Metagates, John, was what I was saying. I've got Para, I've got Steamboat, I've got NG all invited to stage. While we're waiting for them, John, I'll send you an invite. Jump on stage, dude.
The boys got the hand up, but maybe they're not clicking the link.
I've accepted them.
Yeah.
I had clicked them before, so I'm just going to click them again.
Hate click them.
You can't do it yet. We need to fix that. I was just going to set up my other computer in the meantime. Where's NG?
Hey, Barndog, how you going?
Hey, John.
Here.
Just give us 1 second. I've just got to get another computer on and get NG on stage. 1 sec.
Hey, what's up?
Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Sorry, I thought the guys are having dramas on their side. I was just going to say, come on, say hello, John. Super awesome to see you here, man. And for the client, I meant for tonight, we're playing the Metagates client. So this is the live gameplay we're going to be doing. And super interested to see it all happen.
Yeah, I mean, I can just say like a quick 1 minute about our stuff and let the guys that are booked in this week chat. But yeah, I can give you a quick update.
100%, dude. 100%. I would absolutely love to hear it, man.
I can come back in the following week for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to. I've got a plan to get a segment added at a US friendly time, because obviously we've got guys on stage again tonight that are not US, but I want to do a stage which is like our 10 or 11 a.m. on a Tuesday or a Thursday, which we do 20 minutes with games and basing it on this showing live gameplay. But show us where Gamerplex is. You are now my most visited gamer, and I love it. How are you going at Gamerplex?
Yeah, we're going good. We're building up the community. We're nearly at 1,000 Discord members, so pretty early stage at the moment. All the game prototypes we've released, we're getting people to submit their feedback in a feedback form, and we're actually giving away a free OG NFT to people that provide feedback. We've got the Grape verified access working now, so every Grape member can get access to our top secret OG Discord channel just by verifying your OG NFT, which, like I said, we're giving away. Basically, we're giving away 420 OG NFTs. We're minting them, so it's literally just rock up to the community, be early, and provide good feedback for the games, and yeah, you get an OG NFT. So we've got a couple of our games working on web now, and we're about to connect Phantom wallets in the next week. And then, yeah, you'll be able to play as using the NFTs that we've minted previously. So, yeah, pretty exciting. And, yeah, we've got a few games that we're working on. So trying to get cross-game NFTs working.
Have you got the SDK? Have you got the Sorry, apologies. I always cut you off. Have you got the SDKs working, John?
No, we haven't, but we do have web versions of our games working, which means we can connect Phantom and then start calling Phantom to see if there's an NFT in the wallet that belongs to us, and then we can display that in the game. So we're working around some of those technical hurdles, but just keep building. Really, it's we're not stopping, so definitely we're just going to keep going, and we're pretty early. You can get a free OG, and get stuck into it and give us good feedback, and we try and build the games together as a community.
And this is what I really like about this is, and that touches it right there, is they just need bums in seats. Communities are going to earn the NFTs for the games that are building out now, and our next guest, our next guest next week, our guest the week after are all about exactly this. We need people in the gaming space. It's not about taking your money. It's about actually, being a part of the community and building those communities up. I looked at some gameplay on the Gamerplex YouTube, John, and that was for the first-person shooter, and someone was teabagging. Was that you getting teabagged?
Yeah. If you go to our Twitter for Contention, or even just the Gamerplex Twitter, we just dropped the new gameplay video of Contention. And then, I'll upload the YouTube video after this. But, we just did a massive update of Contention. So there's like another 20 different weapons and 6 game characters profiles you can use that have different machine guns, grenades, pistols. So there's a lot more happening. If you just look at that new video I put out on Twitter like an hour ago. We're definitely pushing forward and getting some cool gameplay. Really just focusing on getting good gameplay in the games, not worrying about the blockchain integration until that works, and then once we have that, we'll start getting some cool blockchain mechanics working.
And that was Contention. It did actually. The gameplay looked really, really clean. Like the running around, changing to the different guns. I think it might have been an MP4 they were using. They were struggling to get it to work well for them.
Yeah, we've got a whole bunch. Like the latest video's got grenade guns, so I'm just there. I'm just literally just reliving my days playing Quake and Quake 2, like love and life. So it's pretty fun.
I remember, and like I talk about, Soldier of Fortune 2 was the last first-person shooter I played, so I'm wanting to break that this year. Thanks for coming on, John. We're going to slip over to our poo guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, John. Cheers, man. We got all these people. Cyberstein, B3. Have you brought the crowd?
I just popped up here. I'm from Final Frontier. I'm one of the officers. I work with me, Man, and Ardo.
How you doing, dude?
Yeah, all good. Thank you for your realistic commentary on Star Atlas, because you really don't hear it. You really don't hear anything that's what they're doing wrong, and I've noticed this has been really, really common. Like, for example, with these new ships that have just been made, like like Mad Max looking ships, little motorbike things. Someone pointed out you have to actually pay for ammo on them. Yeah. If you buy any ship now, you've got to. Everything comes with zero. Weapons, oh, okay. Do you have any weapons? I'm just going to say I own barndog.sol. Just putting that out there. But those ships, they don't actually have any weapons. So why are you paying for ammo on them? Because you've got to. We're fundraising, remember? But we talk
about paying a luxury car tax in Australia when we don't have a car industry. It's exactly the same. It's just government tax. I mean, that's when initially when I joined Final Frontier, Ardo invited me. I'm a graphic designer, and Ardo invited me because he didn't have so many members. And the idea of Star Atlas really appealed to me because I thought there was going to be an actual game, not being sold a sort of an idea of a game for so long. I didn't realize it was going to be so long before there was a playable game. I'm really happy that Botborgs have started beta testing though. Me and Mooman have been having great fun with the beta. Has anybody else played it? No,
It's gameplay.
I got shit canned on their whitelist saga, so that I'm done for them. Oh right, well you're not going to try it.
No, they muffed up their whitelist. I couldn't mint, so that's it for me. I'll go to another game.
Oh right, okay, that's a shame. It's actually really fun.
This is the thing, and we will try and get into our guests tonight. But this is the thing at the moment: is there's going to be a lot of games, especially this quarter. There's going to be a lot of games actually coming out that are building and want to bring out the gameplay. And Botborgs chose to over mint. They chose to oversubscribe their whitelist to get it out there and be the first team to do that. So that's a choice they made. And a lot of people, including myself, I talked a lot about them. I streamed. I had them on my streams. I talked. I was updating. But they oversubscribed. It was a 1 hour whitelist. And it was at my 6 a.m. So I set my alarm at 6:30. And it sold out in the first 10 minutes. Yeah. So part of me wanting to mint and play a game is to have that rare chance to open up a packet of cards, get the rare out of, have I got a Mox or have I got a Multiland or have I got a Chaos Lace, right? Magic the Gathering. So,
of course,
you know, like you want to open, you want to mint, and it doesn't matter if I get a common or an epic or a rare or whatever, or I've got the best eyelashes in all of Sylvius and, you know, I blush at people and they die instantly, right? Like, but I want to mint, I want to feel that. And Botborgs chose to oversubscribe based on their own metrics. And what they've done since, I'm not overly impressed with. So for me, Botborgs, they had the 20 versus 20 tank capture the flag, looks sick. Looked really sick. They're putting out 10 worlds before, but I've just kind of fallen off the radar. So,
yeah, we've been playing the spaceship one, where you know, like flying around space shooting this week. I mean, that's been really, really fun. But if you're done with that one, another one what I've been keeping my eye on that's really worth checking out is, you know, the Rational as Fuck guys. They're making IMSO, which is the intergalactic Monkey Space Odyssey.
Haven't heard of it. I'm going to have to cut you off from the rest of the projects because we've got guests at the moment we're going to try and slip onto.
Yeah,
no, don't be sorry. I've got a super quick question for you. How did Moonman, how did he say the Solana Gaming Saturdays handled? We were pretty rough on him.
Oh no! Like he actually really enjoyed it, and all of the other people from the crew really enjoyed like actually having some real difficult questions asked. I like it as well. You know, if nobody asks any, everyone should be held accountable. If no one asks any difficult questions, then nothing ever gets solved. Nothing ever really gets moved forward. That needs to happen more in this society. Like that was why I was so grateful that you brought up things with Star Atlas, because no one ever gets a chance to ask the team these questions.
I like you, B3. I absolutely like you, and I think Star Atlas need to stop doing curated AMAs. But we'll bring you off stage, Drew. I appreciate you coming on stage. Thank you very much.
Thanks for hearing me out. Nice one.
Cyberstein. Someone invite Cyberstein up.
He's up, mate. He's the pink one.
Yeah. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm part of the Metagates team.
Awesome. All right, Metagates. Let's do it. 21:45. I'm looking at the times. We're done 45 minutes. We're late, boys. We're late. Let's welcome back the team from Metagates. Now, if someone can, perfect. Thank you, Sixon. Love you. Metagates. We had them a month ago, and we talked poo. We talked poo at the very end of the actual video. The interview. These guys are building a game that's going to absolutely, I guess, change a bit of perception. But they've got gameplay out, right? And these guys are gamers building a game, and they want to have fun. They don't care about the rest of it. They set aside their own funds. They're building the game out. They didn't need to mint. They didn't need to get VC investors. And they had a micro mint, which we only touched on the very first time they came on stage. Now, out of that led Sixon, Killer Machine, Sergeant Savage. I went along that night and we just shot the shit with them afterwards. And within 3 or 4 days, that micro mint had minted out. And it, I don't know, yes, Sixon's linked it out. You know, that was a process of theirs. So it was really cool being a part of that. And since then, we've kept on. Sixon's become a moderator. I think it's moderator, yeah, on their Discord server. And we've kept on touch with the team. So it was really cool to actually see a couple of guys that felt like gamers building a game. And and it's funny. It's kind of opened my eyes in this space at the moment, and it's only introduced us to more and more great teams. I'd love to do more things at Great with them. We're going to do some competitions. We're going to do some stuff, and we're definitely going to hear from the team. And tonight we're going to talk a little bit and show some gameplay. So I thought first maybe Steamboat, if we just say hello, welcome you guys to stage, and then afterwards we actually go and see some of this game and play some game.
Yeah, hey guys. I noticed I see a lot like some of the same people as were on the show last time. I see some new people. Hello everybody. We are the Metagates team. You're actually looking at a bunch of us this time. It's more than just me and Parallel that are on the stage. So hopefully we can show you guys some of the stuff we've been working on.
So just tell the team quickly. Sorry, was that NG? I think I might have cut off. Just what's the time where you are, Steamboat?
So it's 6:47 a.m. right now. We've been up for about 24 hours. We're pretty tired. We're actually all in the same house now. We all went to Parallels, so we're doing a little bit of a LAN thing over here. So yeah, we're tired, but we made sure that we would keep up with our promise to be on the show. So.
And I'll introduce Parallel. Sorry, Sixon. I'll introduce Parallel. I should let you lead this. I mean, now you're becoming the expert for this team. Parallel, welcome to stage.
Hey, how are you guys? Kind of out of it, but yeah, I got a update up and prepared to show everyone a little bit of progress.
I'm very used to seeing the crazy Greeks on Grape on some of the ones. Have you ever watched Wales Friend? They've got 3 or 4 Greek people all running through the house in a room playing games together and stuff. Angie, welcome to stage. How you doing, dude?
Hey, what's up? I'm fine. I just met lunch. It's actually lunchtime here in Germany, so I'm not with the guys at Perils.
So have you look? You say Germany and Continental's ears prick up. He's got his yeah. So where are you in the team, Angie? You're one of the developers, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm one of the developers. I'm the artist behind the Poop collection. I'm doing web development and interface design on Metagates. Yeah.
So I mean, the Poop. We've got to touch on the Poop. We definitely have to do all that. Let's give a quick overview, Steamboat. What is Metagates? Send us a quick 411.
It's an immersive world. It's a game it's gonna mainly be focused on PvP at first, and we're gonna be expanding that to other activities such as PvE, gathering, whatnot, the regular things that you see in an MMO. But it's gonna be a lot more than a game. I mean, the stuff that we're doing is really cool. I think Parallel can explain more about the 3D printing side and what we're planning on doing with that. But it's gonna get pretty crazy. So yeah, it's hard to explain it in a short amount of time.
All right. So Parallel, you do better than that. That's not hard. Beat what he didn't. He didn't pump it. What's going on?
We're developing technology, so a lot of people are making little PFPs and stuff like that. We're layering characters from the model to the chainmail under the plate. You can wear cloth on top of the plate, like a robe or a cloak. And then we're attaching that to an ability to turn that into something that you could 3D print, like your character could be printed as like a figurine and whatnot. And that's a new technology, but we think it could work in other games as well, not just Metagates. So that's just one little feature, but other technologies were just the ability to mint in game that we're working on with Stardust. Stardust is partnered with a bunch of different companies, and they're using Fireblocks, which is like an advanced asset management system. It's a lot different than what a lot of normal systems are running. I mean, it is what Star Atlas is running. They're running Stardust as well. So is Guild of Guardians.
I didn't know Star Atlas was though.
Yeah, it's in the white paper. I could find it in the link.
Oh, I trust what you say. So what's the angle? So give us the game itself. It's not a WoW style game, right? You guys have. I didn't play the game that you've based it off. That where it comes from. What's the game that Albion Online? Is that right?
So Albion is the closest comparison of how the player versus player combat, like the skill system will work where you equip an item and those items are your skills, versus you have like a an individual progression system. It's classless, so you are what you wear. And in this game, right now we have a hammer, a sword, holy staff, frost staff, and a bow. And those are just the entry level items. We're going to expand upon that, but you have to start somewhere. So we're creating like a basic combat system to balance the game around, and then add upon that and just keep adding layers. So we're just starting out with five different weapons and heavy, medium, light armor. Or go ahead.
Shall we do it? Shall we go and raid our own Discord?
Yeah.
Just got a tiny question if I can before we go and raid. I saw on your website, sorry to interrupt everyone, Immutable X.
Yes.
What are you guys doing with Immutable X?
So they're Stardust. I can link what Stardust is. It's a multi-chain system, so you can use multiple chains. We're using that to not be chain maxis and have multiple currencies accessible through our game to sell things. So different things will be on different chains.
Right. NFTs will also be available on IMX.
They're not the same things. They would be different things on Immutable. Like they're not just going to transfer between them. But yeah, that's I just linked to Stardust what it is. They make these things available through their API, which is connected to Fireblocks.
I guess before we get into the raid the channel, let's quickly talk about the poops. So, where are we at the game at the moment? You've got these micro mints, and you're going to be creating shards. The shards have got all different levels, but why would people want to go and buy these poos? Talk a little bit about that. Spend 5 minutes on that at least.
Okay, so if you're familiar with Albion Online or any kind of game where there are like monthly skins where there's like a subscription and you have to do like a monthly open world quest or something of that sort, like there's like a thing that draws you out into the open world where you have to kill X amount of things out there, and it unlocks the ability to claim a skin or a reward in the game. So in this game, it's going to be an NFT, and that NFT would be either a cape, a special cape, or a trinket, or whatever that monthly reward is. It could be a statue for a house, some sort of home decoration in general. It will revolve monthly, and we'll seek artists to add these items every month. And that shard will allow you to claim things without a subscription. So that's kind of like you basically get a free mint every month from having that.
And at the same time, if you have the shards, it's going to be like you play a WoW subscription, right? We're used to playing these subscriptions, a monthly subscription, $13, $14, $15 a month, whatever it is. That's going to be a part of it too, yeah?
Yes. Also, the other thing about the shards is they help. There will be a land sale, and during the land sale, those houses, those home sizes, they're sold to players and guilds, and they need to be placed in the open world. So there will be like a land rush. So like a legendary shard gives someone first placement choice for the most part. It's like a whitelist for the land placement.
All right,
that's another benefit of it.
Let's do it. Let's go and raid our channel, right? So what I need to say is we've got 30 people at the moment in public stage. A lot of those of us are on listening on stage at the moment. We're going to move into the community AMA channel, and that's going to allow us to open talk. So if you've got a microphone, please mute it or push to talk, and we can screen share. So what that's going to allow us to do is to actually play this game live and I'm still streaming on my YouTube. So if you want to see it, you think the numbers might be short, don't rush. And of course, check your microphones, all those kinds of things. If we have to, I can mute and I can kick you out of the channel. But I'd like to try to start to do this on a weekly basis. I'd love to. Next week, we might actually be able to play multiplayer with Shade. So eventually, we're going to work it out and get this to our community. So A's and B's will get priority. But let's move down to community, the channel just below this one. So if I do that, I need to put that over there.
If you're making too much noise in this channel, I might have to mute you.
I love it. Thank you, Metaverse. I'm just loading up the game client. I can screen share. So the whole idea of this as well is that we can have multiple screen shares going. So you can alternate between the people. This is us testing this out, right? We've got gameplay, we've got actual options to be able to do this, shoot the shit at the same time. Oh, am I going to give away my password? Oh, we'll see if that goes. So I wonder if I dox myself on this. Let's have a look.
Hey, Barno, you can hear me?
Yeah, dude.
It's just all quiet. I thought maybe we were dropped out.
Alright, I probably should have thought about that beforehand, but there I am.
So is this a local client that you had to download?
Yes. So at the moment, they do put it on their server.
Oh shit, smooth.
I'm here now, by the way. So, yeah, we made a new skill system, and we still have to set all the new cooldowns and everything like that, but the core combat system is in now.
Can we use
So
bows?
Huh?
Can we use bows?
The bows don't work right now. Frost works, Claymore works, Hammer works. Bow and Holy do not work yet. That should be like Monday or Tuesday. We've been patching sometimes every day. So, it's a lot of progress. We've been putting a lot of things server side lately and just changing how everything's structured to try to scale everything for more players. Right now, we're trying to scale to be able to have like a real open world versus like a small game.
So talk a little bit while we're playing. I've got to work this push to talk out. So my push to talk button stops me and my screen, people watching, you can see the fucking screen comes up. How many people on the team, Steamboat?
I can't hear him speaking. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, dude. Can you hear me, Metaverse?
So our core team's about 8. We have a lot of people that usually if we can't figure something out, we hire like a tutor, someone to help us, or we find like a professional in the industry to help us. And a lot of the time we have community volunteers and people helping make art, like these icons. We just use these icons as like stock art, but we have an artist from another project who just wanted to help us out because we were helping him on a project, and he's making us all new custom icons. So like all these are just placeholders right now. And then, you know, we just have some people just chipping in lure, stuff like that. So about 8 on the core team, and then I think I work with over 20 people total now on this project. In general, everyone, different people helping on things like cloth effects or animations. If we don't know how to do something, sometimes people help us. Like we had a lot of problems with animations. We had some problems with how to make proper armor. Like this armor is still really wonky, but it's better. It's just everything has to be built properly for performance. Everything's built from scratch on this for the most part, except for like this fence or like this little railroad thing. Like this is from like an asset pack, but like the skeleton of the character, the body mesh, the armor, the weapons, everything's custom. All the skill system's completely custom. That's what matters. That thing and inventory system, every single back-end feature is custom, except for certain things we have widgets for, like settings buttons, and certain little inventory widgets, and things that are in Unreal are accessible easily in Unreal. But yeah, it's like a lot of work. It's a whole bunch of like minutia.
So, what's the schedule now? So it's February, and what are you guys time-wise looking at?
So we started this project in September or something like that. It was an idea concept for a really long time. It was like a dream, you know. Went to school for stuff like this and then got into printing. But yeah, so we started like 3 months ago, and then we think we'll be into like more of like an alpha state where the game's actually fun and the combat's like fun and I'm enjoying it and whatnot. That'll take until like April or May, realistically. And that's like balancing combat, getting the cooldowns right, getting all these animations right, getting the sounds in, getting the spell effects in. Everything's custom made by someone on our team or someone we know or someone that's from the community, you know, helping out. So yeah, about April, May for it to be like a really good, you know, like feeling like a real game. Right now it's like we've got the foundations, we have a lot of the core of you know, like an arena game with some basic open world. So I'd say about then for it to be fun, and then for actual release we're looking for September, and that's with an arena, basic skills like you know, we're gonna have fishing. When you go fishing, we've made it so you can fish up like a message in a bottle. Message in a bottle gives a dungeon map. You can go to a dungeon. We've collaborated with a few projects to create dungeons like Village of Soul and Ivory Magic, where we're working with them on some dungeons using community art.
And anything on Solana at all? Any collabs?
Yeah, those are all on Solana, both of them.
So can you come and kill me? So I'm stuck.
Yeah, this is a really buggy release, by the way.
I don't like this release. I played yesterday's release, and Friday I played with Parallel for a little bit. This is buggy as fuck. So, obviously, and this was something John was talking about before at Gamerplex. How many people have you got in the community helping test, game test?
There's like 50 accounts now. About 50 accounts made. But of actual testers, I don't think 50 people have been on at the same time. We had like 10 people the other day on at the same time. But it's pretty it's pretty easy to find all the bugs when we make a release. When we have that many people on, we find almost everything and then try to fix it. The goal is just get the 3 versus 3 arena up as soon as possible and balance the game around that. So 3 versus 3 arena with like a queue. And then just basic open world.
I'm doing some kind of lightning thing here, right? But all right, so www. What we've got quarter 3, quarter 4 for gameplay. What can we do here at Great? What can we help with? Is there a potential chance we can play test? We can send a certain amount of people per week to play test. Is there a chance we can get some kind of payments for the DAO? Even not necessarily payments, but can we set up a system where we're sending actual people that are going to have a crack at it?
People can play it, yeah, and when you're playing it, you get access to different community rewards that we'll be giving out. We could figure something out. I mean, it's pretty. Yeah, of course.
It's 6 a.m. your time. I know you guys are struggling with the time. You've been up all night.
Yeah, I just want to go to bed.
I don't know if people can hear our sound across it. We've got a fully booked room, and I love seeing this. I love the fact that we've got people actually coming in and having a look. So
updating it like every other day, pretty much every few days. We'll be getting a launcher up with a patcher and all that stuff. So I mean, I advise putting it on a non-crypto computer just to just as more projects emerge. Like, you don't want to get into bad habits. Like, we're not trying to hack you. We haven't gone and done a big hype mint. We don't want to ruin our, we're not trying to like hack people and ruin our reputations. It's dumb, but don't put this on a crypto computer, because eventually you'll get used to it, and then some rug project's gonna destroy everything. So don't, put it. I tell everyone to put it on like a laptop or whatever computer until we get everything secure, because it's still like pre-alpha. We just want to have a very speedy development, like very, very fast development, and that means just getting things out as fast as we can.
I do like that you actually said that. Obviously, I downloaded it. It is important. Use safety. Be safe in the space. And a good example next week, Shade. We've got them coming on as well, and they've got gameplay that's available now as well. That you've got to be careful. It's like anything crypto. They can put shit on there that's gonna potentially track and all the stuff. And be careful with your all crypto. What happened there? Did we all die?
Yeah, we could. It's all like we took 1 step forward and 2 steps back. It's just,
I really appreciate you guys coming on. How long have people got to research and look at your micro mints, your poos? It's not simple to understand. It's not a simple system to understand, right?
No, it's not. So we're opening up a Stardust marketplace, like our own white label, sometime probably in the next week or so, and then people will be burning those into shards and getting the rewards, which will then be traded at whatever value people set them on that marketplace. Those might get to Magic Eden eventually after they mint out or whatever, but they'll be traded on the in-game marketplace, and each side will grow in rarity. Like, either, there'll be rarity of the poos, or you'll be able to see what's minted on the other side. So some people will mint for shards, some people will mint for land, some people will have different skins and effects, like the stealing skill. Stealing skill will be used to obtain decorations and whatnot early in the game. Our lure is set to where these portals, they start appearing in the world, and people, they start freaking out. There's the option to steal from the city, so like the sword or something could be stolen eventually. That's like 2 months out time frame for us prototyping that, which is you'll be able to steal like items from the open world and use them as decorations in your home. So there'll be a lot of fungible tokens and non-fungible tokens in this game. So we'll be experimenting with a lot of new stuff. We're not going to follow the path of any of these other crypto games. We're more trying to use the blockchain technology and develop it with different gameplay principles and different like designs of games that existed or exist, like ideas that have worked in the past versus this whole, hey, let's make like an MLM game or whatever the hell they do, and let's take everyone's money and screw all the poor people and people who get in late. And this is more about the gamer. So the gamer goes in, and when we have an in-game currency, you're gonna farm it from the actual world. You're gonna have to play the game. So that's kind of that's their design philosophy, and we want to make money off the market, the transaction fees and the market fees if people are trading in the game. And let the players make the money off the items and stuff like that and sell to one another.
I think we should come to a close. We're on your half hour, but also it's going to be 15 minutes before we need to close up chat, half an hour at latest.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, look, we're going to bring you back at a time which isn't 6:45 a.m. on your morning.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it. I can absolutely hear the difference. You guys are tired as fuck. So I appreciate the fact that you've come on stage. We've got some stuff. This is more janky than the last one. For anyone watching now, and we're live, let's all swap back over to the public stage. Oh, so did the stage close down, did it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, but I put one on the back. I put a computer on the background for it. Tash 88. I put the missus on there.
Fuck yeah, but yeah, the game's so bullish on this game. I can't wait for it to come out. Like, I loved Albion. Ultimate's great. Team's a bunch of legends.
I never played Albion, so I actually don't know what Albion is, and it's interesting seeing it. I like the option that it's all multiple. It's all multiple. You can pick and choose. If you get certain armor, you might pick up an item, you might farm, and you're playing the game, and you don't have a full set of items, but you're using what you're farming, aren't you?
So what you can do, like
basically your armor gives you your skills. Yeah.
What you can do, so in Albion, it'll be the same as this game, most likely.
And Albion was pretty popular. It was a good MMO. Lots of people, lots of like guild kind of organizations.
Yeah, but with the armor, say if you can put a staff on, like a healing staff or a frost staff, and then.
But then again, you get that with every other MMO.
You won't get any bonuses, so you wear cloth, it gives you bonus to your spell power and intelligence. Where you're wearing armor, you have stamina, so you can be a mage wearing plate. Like you have fuck all spell power.
They were pretty good. I was looking for an inroad for them for the Solana hackathon, but nothing really that that they might be able to submit under.
Who wouldn't submit under? Sorry, who?
I was looking for a category for them to submit under in the new Riptide Solana hackathon.
Who? Metagates?
Yeah.
So gaming, they've got gaming, but they want gaming to link up with portals.
Yeah, but they don't, like the Riptide categories don't have any gaming. It's payments, DAOs, DeFi, and Web3 and data infrastructure. Maybe DeFi or Web3.
Web3, yeah, Web3. Let's talk about that while I said that. It's funny seeing there's still a few people sitting in, and I should have said goodbye to the team. They've obviously gone to bed.
Yeah.
It is super late. It's such a hard thing. I want to do. If you see the gaming, there's a gaming channel I'm talking about. I'm thinking of what it is now. The Gaming Council. I've got more thoughts. I want to do more with games every week here at Great, but at a time it's not fucking 6 a.m. for the EST people, the people in America. So, Riptide. I mean, so portals are judging. They put up a prize, but you've got to you've got to partner with portals. That's the whole aim. Who's winning here?
Well, I guess they are.
Doesn't that seem a bit biased? Let's be honest about this. I read that and I thought, holy shit. Judging them, they're putting up a prize, awesome. But then one of the tracks is about actually having to form a partnership with them. Well, I mean, That was a bit disappointing.
Yeah, like we do see that a couple of times, don't we? Like all of the kind of metaverse projects, it's all the people who are getting the mansions as in Lux or getting the VIP rooms. Usually they want to do some sort of partnership together. It's mostly marketing, I feel.
Yeah, but it's that circle jerk, isn't it? It's that circle jerk. Everyone's doing it, bang, and making sure their mates are looked after.
At the end of the day, though, that like everyone has to try and improve their product, and if you can, it's like, sorry, I keep cutting off. It's like a user acquisition from another community or another platform. If you're able to get them to your platform and use yours, or at least expose them, then that's still good for you.
Have we done any prizes tonight, Eggy? Did we hit the number?
Yeah.
Did we hit the magical number?
Oh, not yet. Still no likes.
All right.
Needed on YouTube videos.
No more luck. So let's talk about that a touch more, Metaverse. On the Riptide side of things, are you covering any of it?
I am covering a little bit of it. I have submitted myself. Nothing will probably come from it, but I do see a few people in there that want to build something cool. Of course, we can't see any of the. I can't see any of the submissions yet. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it because the categories they have are really good. It's like more serious stuff. It's like payment, proper Web3, kind of mimicking what we have in Web2, bringing it over to Web3.
Absolutely. And I had a question, and Zekish is actually in the crowd at the moment. What does the Riptide actually mean to people? So what does it mean? You need to have a look. This is going to be the next 3 to 6 months worth of projects that are going to be building out and coming to light. They're looking for VC investors. Actually, sorry, they might not be wanting VC investors, so there's a potential chance they can go and find somewhere and get funding for their project to get started. They might be working full-time in another job and need a couple of $100,000 to ease money off from that job to work full-time on their own project. So it is something for that, and expect seeing something in the next 3 to 6 months from those teams. So we're seeing a lot of the ignition winners coming out really, really through at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, for me, like I always say, hackathons are the place for you to find all the new protocols and all the new companies. That's where they come from. We've followed some of the previous hackathon, Ignition hackathon people coming up, Dali, Go, Step In. You guys are huge. Step In is big now. They started in the hackathon.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, I touch base with Step In. They've been a really great part of my growing in this space. It's been a really awesome bridge between Grape and Step In as well. Yeah, look, what that's allowed me to do and how it's tied in with the whole DFA Academy, pushed in Grape, and what it's allowed us to do here at as well. There's more news I have this week to talk about tomorrow night. Some really cool shit. Photo finish, how are we looking at that this week? Hey, anyone? Eggy?
Yeah, looking real good. I'm trying to find a cheap breed. If anyone knows of a cheap public mint.
All right, so we'll talk a little bit about that then. So obviously Grape has finished. Fucking push to talk. I need a better button. So Grape, we finished our stable through the week, right? We hit 510 Solana for our stable. I'm covering that series. We did our second video this week, and we've got a lot of action in there. I think we might have hit 27 people in the team. Pardon me. And that is mostly, I think there is 22 people at 20 Solana and 5 people at 10 Solana holding in that syndicate. And Grape's only holding a 50 Solana share out of that syndicate. So what does Grape actually bring to the syndicate? If it's only bringing 50 out of 510, holding less than 10% of that syndicate, what does Grape actually bring? Metaverse, what do you think? You didn't join in the syndicate, and we talked about it. What do you reckon from a good objective outside view? What do you think out of the whole situation?
Marketing, brand recognition. when people see that Grape has like a syndicate, or is at least a part of a syndicate, they're more likely to join, I feel.
Yeah. I like that. And they're gonna be able to sort it out. They're gonna be able to get these DAO tools going, or people are gonna trust that the assets are sitting in the Grape Vault. This is like we had Solans on, was it last week or the week before? Last week. Was that last week?
Yeah, it was.
So a lot of how they control their Star Atlas ships is via trust, isn't it? One person controls that. It was Kevin actually controls their ships. People still here?
Shit, I'm sorry, boys. My internet. I'm just uploading this video. I'll never do this again.
Yeah, it's really hurting you tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Solans, we had them last week, and that was probably one of the best AMAs I enjoyed. I was sober last week because I was doing a fast. Don't fast for 4 days and not have any salt. That's my biggest piece of advice. So,
I'm always salty.
You are salty. He's full of it. Solans, they've got DAO. They've got 500,000-600,000 worth of assets in Star Atlas. They've got a massive stable. But they don't actually have a lot of fillies. I'm really interested to see what they're going to be breeding Gen 0 and how they're going to be going into it. They've got number 2. They've got the big boy. The Aqua. Sorry, is he the Aqua stud? No, they've got the Astro. The Astro stud. So they've got a great stud in that, but they've got a huge presence in Star Atlas, but they don't manage their Star Atlas through a DAO or any Web 3.0 tooling. It's actually managed via trust. And Caven goes in and does that every week. So that was super impressive from there. But super cool AMA for the week. Not AMA, but having them on stage. Mac D did some really great stuff last week explaining. And she seems to be a big powerhouse through several parts of the DAO there, Monk DAO, and also the studs and suites. She had a bit of sway. Didn't give us any real alpha though.
No, she was very difficult there. She wouldn't give up anything. But something they did say that did worry me. They have a huge problem with their minting and the members front running them. Remember what they said about that?
Yeah. So and that's come to light a little bit more this week. So we've got our first 2 mints this week. Actually, we've got our first 2 breeds. Our Grape 57 stud got two people wanting to stud off us and pay us 6 Solana per stud.
Hey, that's nice.
Oh, it adds Solana to the pool straight away to the kitty, so we can enter into our first couple of races and not need to worry about having money open or taking any more funds from people, which is pretty cool. Like you pay that 10, 20 Solana, you ape in, you do this fucking degen play, and you don't have to start, but we need to enter this race and we didn't factor in this and this and this. Like, we're covered, aren't we? We're good to go.
Were they private mints or a part of the DAO? Just wanted to differentiate their blood.
Yeah, that's awesome. To I didn't know how the ecosystem works, but if people are able to petition you with their funds to try and breed, then yeah. Do you have a limit on how much times you can breed your filly?
So there's a breeding period. And so what happens is the actual stylish studs and the fine fillies, they're the PFPs. They can't do anything except breed. And you breed, they do more, sorry. Obviously, the game governance token, Crown, they will forever give you Crown. And that got announced this week. We've seen what the Crown drop and the scale on that does. But Soulmate Stables, they actually coordinate the breeding process, and they're the people that have come out and said, well, we've got number 1 and number 3, we're going to do it at 15 Solana, whereas Solans are charged 20 with theirs.
Yeah, well, that's an imbalance right there. And I did see the ranking for I think I saw your video, number 50, you guys are in the high ranks for the Crown emission.
Yeah, I think the top 100 are going to do well. And it's awesome seeing people on Crowd. Coffee, he was the biggest. I needed someone to actually write this up. Like, I've got so much stuff I want to do, but the actual writing up stuff in DAOs, Metaverse, you would see this. I struggle with writing up short, to the point articles or proposals. I can talk on stage, I can make shit happen. I can talk to our guests and fluff it. You know, I can fluff it like anyone else. I'm the best fluffer out there.
You are the best fluffer.
But, you know, like I need someone to help me on the articles and the writing and that kind of thing. And Coffee Attack really did nail that for us, and that was the biggest turn. Obviously, I went full time in the space, and I can do the wallet transactions and all that kind of thing. But then Riptide really helped us as well with the spreadsheet data, the entry, and this is what we want to push this forward as in Grape. We need
the boys have been amazing, man.
Yeah, we need a gaming council though, don't we? We need to actually put a set of money aside for it and say, well, okay, let's pay this as like a gaming NFT council. I think we can do more, and I think gamers in Solana need more. I think Grape needs more. We're pushing for it, but I'm so excited for this photo finish to come about. The breeding is going to be in the next week, we're hearing. And we should maybe be able to be streaming from our suite, the Grape suite. We might be able to stream this month.
Hey, it's all looking up, man. And it's all a team effort. You know, you got the voice, Coffee Attack has the writing skills. Someone else will probably do a lot of analytics. Yeah, it's all team effort. And in regards to like having the gaming council, that's a plus for Grape, you know, like we can advertise that as, you know, gamers across all in Solana can come to Grape and be a part of this gaming.
Yeah, dude, you did well with your video. I loved your Gorillas video. Was it Gorillas? Yeah, it was the Gorillas Class A. I'm pumped for it, right? And now we've got a 510 Solana Grape syndicate. So Grape's only got 10% of that, and the rest of it's owned by the people. So there's a lot of degens out there ready to put some money on the line for 3.0 this year, and I'm not going to profess to be the world's best fucking game analyst for this particular game, but I'm prepared to sit down, and we had to make some tough calls this week. We had our first vote, which wasn't one-sided. So when I say one-sided, everyone agreeing on the vote, right? We put a vote. Do we bring in an additional member after the Sunday night last live DAO call? And it was a 12-4 vote. So that's our first vote that's gone, well, you know, like it hasn't been all one-sided. So some people didn't want to dilute the pool of the syndicate. And other people have voted, well, hang on, this is a really cool part and community member of Grape. And we've voted them in. But then I've made a decision on it, and it's been good from there. So I like the fact that it's team-orientated. And we've also got some pretty big brains in it. Like, you have a look at the brains, the 27 people in the team, that's a lot of the core part of Grape in that team. And I think we were really, really lucky that Coffee wrote out the actual plan, and I funded it. I kicked in some Solana at the start to get the initial purchases going, and then we sent them to Grape, and then we took money from the crowd. So there was no ever problem of but hang on, where's this money getting held by, and can we get rugged and blah, blah, blah. It was just, let's fucking do it. Let's go balls deep and buy some horses. And we were lucky. We got a pretty cool stable.
And that's good. I think that's because I came across because you had a solid plan in place.
Solid enough, funnily enough. Like, it was, let's just fucking do this, you know. Like, we can talk it or we can actually make it happen. And we could actually dissolve the syndicate right now and probably walk away with profit, right? But who's going to want to put in 10 or 20 Solana there and walk away with 30? Like, there's got to be more money in it. Look at Z Racing, Z Run. And it could be a really huge game this year.
Yeah, the whole industry in general is huge. People love to gamble, degens.
Well, it's crypto, isn't it? We're already gambling. We're already in this ecosystem and gambling by being in crypto early. Is it going up? Is it going down? Are we going to, you know, pick the floor on these Solana things? I interviewed Ava during a Twitter space this week. So the world's first decentralized betting platform. That was cool. Like, it actually sounded really cool. It was an Irish guy that's working in New Zealand.
Yeah, man. I followed them. I got them from the what is it? The last Ignition hackathon, and I followed them since. I did an interview with him. Met some of the teams as well. They're looking pretty good. Have you tried their platform?
I don't think the platform's usable at the moment, so the beta is actually down. But it'll be back up soon. They'll have a live beta going soon, and then I think they're going to be going Q2.
Sounds good. They'll be really good. They're very similar to Hedgehog.
Yeah, and talking to them, they're clued up. Because I said to them, righto, so if Step N gets a tournament up and they want to do an Olympics, a worldwide Olympics, Australia versus New Zealand, I said, can we bet on that? Can we bet on who's going to hold the highest amount of kilometres and blah, blah, blah? And they're like, it actually sounds interesting. So they're obviously, they market towards English Premier League, I think is the world's most, the most money voted, bet on, EPL.
Yeah, I did see that. A lot of football.
Yeah, and that's why it was funny as an Irishman. And then he's like, "Oh no, I'm actually in New Zealand." I thought, "Oh, that's kind of funny."
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah, I think they'll do well. I think they'll really do well. And if they've won a track in Ignition, and you know, it's very funny. You and I are both in a chat group on Twitter. Telegram with some of these winners from teams. It's really funny how they've got an affiliation to each other. They've got that. They've been in a hackathon together, and they've got that tight bond.
Yeah, it helps greatly in working, definitely.
We are 22:33 on my time, so I've got to shut this down in the next 12, 15 minutes. Let's quickly touch on Lux. I think it's super important we touch on Lux.
Yeah, so how did it go? I myself, I've been in the VR world. It looks pretty good. It can be improved, of course, but right now it looks good. I was going to do an interview with them. How was the minting? I know it didn't even go to public minting.
So the minting was problematic, and if people had looked on our grape announcements today, I drew one up. And this is really hard for me to do this kind of stuff. So the mint this morning went live, and they had 2,000. Yeah, he is a bit of a robot savage. They had 2,000 whitelists get taken off. 2,000 wallets get taken off the whitelist. So there's a lot of people that couldn't mint. And when I woke up this morning, there was a lot of fudding regarding the project about how they're using packs. Botborgs did it. What was the term? Egg, you would know this.
About Lux, when the mint was pretty good, I thought like it failed at first and they corrected it within 20 minutes, mate. I was pretty impressed how fast they fixed shit. Like I was pretty cranky because I was up late and then had to get up early morning. You know, I remember in the mornings. But yeah, they fixed it quite quick. Sab messaged me and minted, won a condo. I'm pretty happy about overall at the mint. Could have been smoother, but the problems were fixed very quickly. So can't complain about that. They delivered.
Part of that mint problem was the contracts were signed at 2.5 when the pre-mint and the whitelist were meant to go out at 2.2, but they were actually signing out at 2.5. So some people are overcharged. I did mints off the original, and the Lux. If you held the Lux AI NFT, then you could sign up for a whitelist and get. It was they said it was 1, then it was 3, then it was 2. You could actually whitelist and get 2 as first priority. Then the partnership whitelist went about, and then it was open to public. I don't think was it 5% went open to public, but then 2,000 wallets. I think Magic Eden might have scrubbed, or I don't really know who scrubbed them, but 2,000 wallets have gone off the list, and some of those were our grape members, and some of those were not all of our grape members, but some of the later members, and obviously we're taking the addresses now. But what am I thinking? Botborgs did it. They don't do all of the designs and graphics themselves. There was a video I fucking did for it.
It's an asset pack, bro.
Asset pack. Thank you. Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I knew you were coming on stage to help me out here.
Meta would have had this.
The asset packs is becoming a very big word at the moment because some of these teams that are coming out are using asset packs and they're buying them, and that helps them to get the designs and not have to redraw them. It's just saving them hours. So is it a good or a bad thing? It really depends on how it's used. Sorry,
yeah,
Egg?
The problem with it is you can just asset pack thing and reskin it, and you can launch a mint, and then you can fucking rug it. You know, it costs you nothing to do. I think asset pack games are high risk myself.
Yeah, but let's look at it from this point of view, right? Lux. So they've not been in the system to rug. They minted in November. Chris has been around over 10 years, has got a company, he's fully doxed. And they explained even during the AMA that the apartments, all of it's being designed, and we had a laugh and talked about the beanbags are going to be in the FTX mansion. So they're designing the buildings, so it's not going to be like Portals where you go in and you change the rooms around and put your NFTs and all that kind of stuff, right? So they are designing it, so it's going to be a quick design. That's what they're aiming for. But these apartments, the condos, the duplexes, sorry, it's apartment, duplex, condo, penthouse, mansion.
But yeah, what worries me about it is like, all right, they've gone out, they minted all this money. The asset pack would have cost them next to fucking nothing. So they've done nothing, yet they've collected this money. Why do they have to deliver now? They could just fuck off with your coin.
But they minted 5,000 in November when Solana was at $200 for 0.99. They've already minted. This isn't their first mint. If they wanted to rug, they could have done it back then, and it took a week to sell out.
Now, when you keep selling shit.
Yeah, but this. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Like,
I probably could be wrong. Like, that's just my opinion. Like, I think they put no work in, so they don't deserve much effort. Like, I made a good profit on it. I'm fucking stoked with it. Like, can't say anything bad about it. But would I hold it? No fucking way.
O'Brien, Grape did get a mansion. It's funny, we didn't really get announced, but Grape's got a mansion. And yeah, we do. So this is where it comes in, and what I really like was super fucking awesome, right? So if you've got a apartment, you can only have 5 people in the apartment. If you actually look at the VR metaverse, you know this, you can only get 5 people in the apartment. If you look at that VR, you could fit 20 to 50 people in the fucking apartment.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, as in the entire space. You can fit a lot of people in there. I didn't see the apartment. I saw the nightclub. It was pretty good. Very spacious.
The thing is, Barndog, is you don't have 5 mates, so you'll be fine with the apartment. But do you honestly think people are going to use these? Do you think this
I think they will. So they're not doing just Oculus. So they've got Oculus.
I was disappointed they didn't have the basement.
They're going to be doing... They're going to be doing desktop as well very quickly, I think. And I've got 5 mates. They're all coming and playing. They're all coming and playing a game with me tonight. We're actually playing Web 3.0 gaming tonight.
But my thing is like say, right, we're all on Discord at the moment. Would there be any benefit to being in a VR than doing it this way? I don't see it.
Same. Like,
we'd make money
in the suites, but I wouldn't hold the suite either. But I think the suites is better than Lux myself.
The VR thing, people want to just chill out, sit on some headphones. Put on some Oculus goggles. I haven't tried it out. I'm tempted to get a set for this and actually have a crack. So I did my mint and I got a condo and a duplex. And I haven't sold either. I'm not going to sell them. I'll hold on to them for now and probably take profit down the track.
If you get divorced, do you have to give your missus one of them?
No, I got divorced weeks ago. It legally came through. She went for nothing.
All right. So you'd get to keep both your virtual reality worlds.
Yeah, both the fake worlds are mine.
That's good to hear.
Let's have a look at closing down stage because I've got to go to my next AMA. But we've got portals tonight. Don't forget portals. Fucking portals. I sold my portals. We've got Mysteria tonight. That starts in 2 hours. 1 a.m. So it's 11. It's coming on 11 a.m. So in 2 hours, Mysteria launches their second part, which is 5 ciphers tonight. And we're going to have the big brains of Australia in here. We're going to go and have a crack. O'Brien is going to join us. My brother from another mother. He's gotten heavily into Solana. I'm building that pyramid scheme out, one person at a time in Australia.
Just to be clear, you're talking the Brains Trust, and it's me, Six, and you, and 2 other randoms, right?
Yeah.
Fucking brains trust, mate. Yeah, boy.
The brains
Yeah.
trust of Australia. I saw your tweet today about have we heard from what was the old mate's name?
Oh, Nugget.
Nuggets News. Have you ever heard of him,
Nugget.
Metaverse?
Shit, what's happening to Nuggets?
Yeah, man, that was how I got into crypto. What do you
Fuck
guys know
yeah.
about him?
He's still hiding in Tasmania.
World's richest man that drives a Subaru.
Yeah, that's right. I was lucky enough not to give him any money, but I know like most of the stuff that happens. I'm in that whole collective shift group.
Yeah, I met Nugget in person. I used to go to all these seminars and shit in the early days. He was a good bloke at the start, and then just got corrupted by greed and
Pretty
gambling.
crazy stuff.
So where is he at? What's the latest on him?
So he's totally out of the picture. No more public.
Let's have a look at.
Where's all the money?
Apparently,
Let's have a look
shit.
at closing the stage down, because this is actually a very cool point of tying it back into Lux. But if we stream something on channel at Grape on any of my videos, on any of Metaverse's videos, is like you've really got to do your own research at the same time, right? Like, we want to put it out there. I know Metaverse goes deeper than I do on a lot of his interviews with actual people coming on stage. He'll do a face-to-face, even though it might be an AMA. But you need to be careful in crypto. Just because some random sexy Australian guy with a nice thick grey beard is talking about how good Lux VR Metaverse might be.
Do you drive a Subaru, Barndo? Because if you don't, you're not in the game.
I don't have a car. So I run everywhere, Eggy. Starts from 10 minutes a day. But I sold my car for radium. I bought a big bag of Ray. So you've got to be very careful in crypto, right? You've got to make sure that if you're going to invest in it, you're going to listen to these people on stage. Just because we're on a stage doesn't mean we're fucking rich. There could be a backdoor. And Nuggets News was a really big name in Australia. And I want to close down the stage. So let's quickly, Sixon, any closing thoughts for the night?
Oh, no, just everyone. Hope you have a great weekend, and thanks for coming along, and check out Metagates, because I think it's going to be a fucking massive.
Muted.
Killer Machine, I'll let Metaverse close the stage down properly. Any closing thoughts from you? You had a new PFP acquisition this week.
Yeah, no, thanks to Barndog helping me out. Got a bloody SMB, so it was a good day.
Whoa,
Yeah, Metaverse.
that's crazy, man.
He got a free SMB this week.
A free one? How do you get a free SMB?
You know the right people.
WTF?
I know, right?
It was a pointed out a slight bug in a program to a coin, and they gave me a few coins and enough to swap for an SMB.
So
Holy shit.
it's actually, I didn't want to tie that in too much. It's a funny thing though, but crypto is a really, really fucking funny place. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of free money. A lot of these projects are out for looking after good people. If you see bugs, if you see bounties, sometimes being honest is actually going to get you a reward, right? Can I get a free NFT? Can I get a free this? Can I get a free that? It's not always about that. Help projects out. So what Killen's alluding to is I actually put out some information in about the feeder staking. Their 3-year stake was fucked last week. And I tried to get Grape to react to it. No one in the researchers reacted to me. I spoke to other people, had no counters to it. Obviously, I spoke to Killer Machine. He contacted Bone Feeder and got a bounty for it, which was, in the end, enough to buy a free SMB. So be open in the space, learn, expand. It blew my mind open because I thought, well, fuck, I probably should have called them myself straight away rather than go through the whole ring-for-all. But there's big money in crypto. We are early in Solana Gaming. This year we're going to fucking smash it. Metaverse, close the stage down. Bring it home.
Yeah, man, like we're saying, you gotta be careful. We make these videos, but you make sure you DD yourself. We've had so many scams, so many PFPs that rug programs that you just never know.
Dude,
Before my internet goes off.
You are roboting the shit out of the end of this.
Shit. Before my internet.
You're muted. You're not muted, but you are. You're roboting. Sixon, did we give away 2 prizes? Did we get to 50 people?
We did. Oh, we didn't get the 50 people, but I go at 2 great prices.
Awesome. I love that. Thank you very much, sir. Next week, if we get 50 people, you will get an NFT prize, Grape BA membership. I want to get these back. I've got stuff in the Solana Gaming wallet. We are prepared to hand out NFTs. Metaverse, I love you. Stop downloading the prawn. We are going to come back next week. We've got Shade. .shade. There's a video out. Have a look at their Twitter. They've got gameplay. Hopefully next week, maybe they might have multiplayer ready for us live on stage. Like I said, we're going to do a video contest as well. And you guys all have a great night. I'll be slipping over to step in for a live AMA. But in 2 hours, we've got... who is it? Mysteria. Fuck yeah. See if the big brains can get in there and make some money. They've got 10 Solana up for grabs. I'm curious. I'm going to be recording and uploading later on, guys. There's been so much love from the community. Remember, this is home for me. Grape is always going to be home. So bring it back. Let's make things grape. And thank you, Sixon.
2 winners to your DM.
Yeah. I've got plenty of DMs.
Clover and Cursed.
Yep. Welcome. Great. I love it. Thank you very much. And thank you, Mother, for the rabbits.
Thanks all. See you next week.